What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're live for episode 33 of the FML podcast. And we were a little bit late today. We're a couple minutes late. I wish I had a good excuse. I wish I even had a cool excuse, but instead we were actually talking about doing our taxes.
We were. Apparently,
No
Ryan
lie,
likes
we're
to
talking about
procrastinate.
about how I'm a procrastinator. I'm not lazy, but I do procrastinate from time to time, but that's all right. Taxes are done. So hopefully they'll get finalized and turned in here soon. But that's what I was basically all of last week. I came in here and I was like, Vera, I feel like I just fucking saw you. Like, how is it Monday again?
Maybe we need to switch this to every other Monday, and then we only have 2 shows a month.
I mean, maybe, but I feel like that would be giving in to my arch nemesis, Wicked Virtue.
I know, it would be.
Yeah, it'd be giving in to her.
And I could pick up a stream with her on the extra Mondays. There you go.
Fuck you. Yeah, you do like 6 streams.
Whoa, be nice. Be nice to my gal. All right, chill out.
What was I saying? I was babbling. I was bitching about that the other day on my stream, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking like.
You're so salty. Holy shit.
I am. She stole my
motherfucker.
thunder.
You only talked to me 2 minutes before we're about to go live. Other than that, it's like maybe like one Black Snape meme, and then like, oh, this motherfucker DSP is getting roasted right now. Let me send you this link. Otherwise, pure silence.
What do you
can't like my company that much. Where you're like, whoa, I can't concede a day.
Your best bud? Am I supposed to fucking sit on there on the phone with you and fucking like have my legs back and forth?
Well, no, but you're like, oh my gosh, I can't concede a day. How dare she?
It just pisses me off. You guys have your like girl bond or whatever. I'm sure you're like.
We do. We talk all the time. Yep.
Look at my cool Yoshi.
She doesn't. Whoa, wait, chill out. She doesn't play Pacopia, but I tell her about Pacopia. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I sent her a video of the Resident Evil police department, the Raccoon City Police Department, and somebody built it in Pacopia.
Okay. Well.
Yep.
So cool. But speaking of, Renzer says, please fire Vera Dark. And you spelled your name wrong.
I don't know who that person is, but it sounds like a stupid bitch. You should.
The thing is, she doesn't really work here, so it's going to be tough to do, to be honest with you.
It's true.
She's already trying to quit, so I should make it easy. And I also saw this from Carl, says, hail Ryan and Vera, happy Easter to all. 29 radiation treatments down, 4 to go. Fuck my life and fuck cancer. I could not imagine 29 radiation treatments, 33 overall. It's a weird like Freemason number or something too. So I don't know about that. Maybe you only needed 32. They gave you 33 because they're all in on it or something. But that's crazy. That's God, cancer sucks.
Does. But happy Easter.
Yeah, happy Easter. Happy Easter.
Look it on the bright side.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Easter Sunday, Easter like snuck up this year. Actually, every week sneaks up, every day sneaks up. It just is what it is. It's called getting old. You'll understand it someday, Vera.
I hope not. I hope I'm dead before then. Like, I don't know what we consider old now, but whenever I hit that line, it's lights out for me.
It's at least 37, that's for sure. Ryan's medieval girlfriend. That looks like Bella Ramsey.
I love this one. This one's great.
Hey, Vera. I trust you will bring your people and culture leerings from last week here in solidarity. Maya is a bitch. Justice for Dave W.
Yeah, I played.
Tell me what the fuck this means.
I played DEI Manager Simulator, and there was this fucking bitch named Maya in it. She was constantly fucking emailing us, complaining about our corporate diversity efforts. I kicked her to the fucking curb the second I got a chance. She was so annoying.
I need
Holy
to play that
shit.
shit. I think I
It
got
was
some
actually
code.
very good. I played for the 200K sub celebration. I had a blast. I completed it in one run. I was like, maybe we're only gonna play like a half hour, an hour, 2.5 hours later. I finished it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got sent a code for that. So I definitely need to play that because I do appreciate getting the code. So, I mean, not for something like a black game like you sent me, but I'll have to play that too.
Yeah, when are you ever gonna play that?
I'm a procrastinator, Vera. We went over this 10 minutes ago.
We're almost at 2 months since release, right?
Okay.
I don't even remember.
Perfection takes time.
Uh-huh.
It takes 9 months to make a baby. You know what I mean? Like that's bringing a life in the world.
Yeah, and they could come out retarded like you.
Huh?
And they could come out retarded like you.
I mean, they might. I think the world would be better if it had more retards like me and less retards like everybody else.
Guess, probably, yeah.
I'd be happier. Well, I don't know if that's true. There were more me's.
Oh,
Glad the man. Hello, Red Riding Hood. You like Brack Snape.
I love the voice.
It's not a voice. That's what it says.
It is what it says. True.
I'm just reading in my
I
normal
love Black Snape. What a great character.
God, we'll talk a little more about that shit. Chris Coran still suspended on X, and cereal is not soup. I sent you something this week. Remember? It was about cereal. It might have been either this week or last week, but it was right after Jack Posobiec had his whole like Lord of the Rings meltdown thing.
Yeah.
Which everybody has bad takes now and then. But right after that, right after the Lord of the Rings is pagan thing, he tweeted out cereal is a soup.
Suddenly, guys, my stance has changed.
I just sent it to her. No commentary.
No.
Like, yeah, not the best.
I think that's literally what I said to you. Like, yeah, I don't want this guy as an ally. I think I'm gonna have to pass.
Ally to have right now.
No. Sorry. I'm gonna have to concede on that stance all of a sudden.
Good. That's all it took. And I don't know why you're suspended, Chris. That sucks. I saw Cole Hauser is suspended on Twitter too for.
Really?
But like he was at least, or got locked out temporarily for a nothing burger of a meme about Sydney Sweeney. Like
I didn't see that.
Well, you wouldn't. He was suspended. How could you see it?
Well, yeah, but if people are screenshotting it and then like reposting about it, trying to like tag X over it, generally, like I'll see posts like that.
Here, this was the meme.
Oh, that's not even that bad.
It's nothing. I mean, Sydney Sweeney posts more graphic shit than that on her own account.
Yeah.
But X is a minefield lately. X is a minefield lately.
GG's.
GNG's. David Smart Jr. Hail the panel. Ryan, how was the March Madness games for you? Bro, my bracket was looking fine until UConn hit that shot over Duke. And then that sucked. And then I have, I missed my only other available points in the Final Four. And now, right before we started, UConn and Michigan tipped off. So, of course, they do it Monday nights because why wouldn't they? So that game is still only a couple minutes in. Looks like we're heading towards the under, though. We'll see. The movie The Mummy next week looks good, and fuck my life. So is this just a random mummy movie? I've heard a couple people talking about that.
I don't even know what it's turning into at this point. So I guess we'll see.
Because the Brendan Fraser one's not coming out for like another 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
The one in which they're going to ignore the last entry in the franchise completely.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't care about a random mummy movie, probably. I'll go see Project Hail Mary again before I see a random mummy movie.
It was good. It was, but I don't know many details on the mummy, so I have no point of reference.
Glosser for $10. Hey Vera, finally got around to checking out your channel and subbed. Been watching your Crimson Desert streams. I'm usually very against women speaking, but you seem really cool.
Yeah, well, I do say the word retard every 5 minutes, so I think that kind of levels it out. It's like, fucking annoying voice, stupid bitch, but then it's like, but kind of basic. Like, it brings it down a little bit. Like, you can listen in small chunks, but
Yeah,
happy to
it
hear it.
balances things out. 30 minutes at a time, take a
Yeah,
break.
yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I do think it's funny. Yeah, after 33 episodes of Fuck My Life, I finally decided to check out your channel, and you're not the worst in the world.
Hey, I mean, a win is a win, right?
That's what sometimes when I do my Friday Night
Gotta
Tights
take the
outros,
small victories.
sometimes when I do my Friday Night Tights outros, and it's like, hey, what do you got going on? Tell us about your channel. And it's like, well, you can check me out at Ryan Kinel RK Outpost. I've been doing this for 6 fucking years. So if you hadn't subscribed to me now, I don't think today's gonna be the day.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah, if you've been watching me on this show for 6 years and did not check out my channel, you're not going to. So thank you. Come again. Pretty much. But thanks, Glosser. Max Miller, having my girl Mia watch for the first time. Are you talking about watching the stream? Like your girl Mia is watching? I hope it's your girlfriend.
I would assume.
And not your daughter, because no children should ever watch this show. Women probably shouldn't watch this show, but good luck.
Probably not.
I was like, having my girl Mia
I have,
watch.
over on my channel, I have 5% female viewership.
I have more than you.
It might be like 6% actually now, because it was right on that line, but I think that's the best I have to offer.
I usually hover around 7 to 8%. I should have just said 6, 7, but around 7 or 8%. It's usually where I hover. More women watch me than you. But
that's true.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
It's true. David Smart, the Harry Potter series is screwed if SNL's mocking it. And Vera looks pretty.
Well, thank you.
What about me, fuckface? Like, nothing for me, David, huh? Hey, the Harry Potter series looks like shit. Vera looks amazing.
Don't be salty. Jeez,
right. So easy for women. My God. Hugo for 5. This chick is cute.
Back to back, Ryan's about to fucking melt down.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This chick is cute. Do you have a boyfriend? If so, what does he look like? Big muscles, long hair, blue eyes? Not for me. I'm not gay. The chat wants to know.
I do not, but thanks for the compliment, I guess, from the chat.
There you go. Yeah, Hugo typically sends chats, and we try to determine if it's gay or not. So.
Yeah, well, apparently you'd prefer the gay chats, because then at least you'd be getting compliments. Like, you seem really salty that you're not the one who's getting the compliments. Like, Ryan, your hair looks really luscious today. Oh my gosh, Ryan, nice muscle. You're not getting these compliments. You're getting fucking salty over there. What do you want people to say? Ignore you and not be gay, or be gay as fuck? I mean, clearly we know now.
You're actually not wrong. Like, my ego dictates that I would rather fucking get a compliment from a gay person.
See?
Yeah, you're not far off.
A compliment is still better than no compliment.
That's true. That's true. Chris Coran, I got suspended for inauthentic bot posts. Oh yeah, that's right. I think it's because he has been spamming Burger King. He's been spamming Burger King every time they post and tagging me in it and saying, bring back BK stackers for Ryan Kinel.
Oh.
So I think you got suspended because you were trying to do a nice thing for me, Chris, which just goes to show you that no one ever in any circumstance should ever do a nice thing for anyone, because it doesn't pay off. Karma's not a thing.
Yeah.
Glosser, they should make the Weasleys black too. Replace the flying car with a Dodge Charger with 24-inch rims. And instead of Ron's dad working for the ministry, he just doesn't work at all. Bro, what if they was black, Ron's dad wouldn't be in it. Like, he would have left. Molly's just a single mom, like getting food stamps from the Ministry of Magic.
The WBT card. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Cole Hauser, Hail Ryan and Vera. I was unlocked this morning. There you go. So Cole Hauser's free at last. Free at last.
Good.
Cole Hauser. David Smart Jr. for 2. Ryan, you is cool as fuck. We both angry 24/7. There you go. There's a compliment from me. I would rather have that one. Ryan, you're cool. I can handle that. I can handle that. That's better than the fucking gays, to be honest with you. Ducky, Ryan, I was trying to run a movie the other day and came across a white liberal woman fantasy Jessica Chastain movie, Dreams, where she saves a Mexican illegal and then sleeps with him.
Wow, sounds like riveting entertainment.
Okay. That's kind of crazy. I can't I can't say I've ever seen it, but did you watch it? Like, hold on. You're saying I was trying to rent a movie the other day and I came across this and
I think he meant he just like scrolled past, read the description, and then X'd out and was like, all right, I'm gonna continue looking for something, but
that's kind of crazy because
she's in a lot of sus projects now, apparently, huh?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Jessica Chastain has been in. I know her. I know the actress, but I don't know how much of the shit I've actually watched from her, if I'm being real.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot from her, actually.
I don't know. Genmaika. Am I saying this? Genmaicha Lapsang for Canadian 5. That doesn't sound Canadian. Ryan, whose large forehead would win in a fight? Yours or Critical Drinkers? Love your work, Vera. I bought Echoes of Wisdom because of your streams.
It's a good game. Glad you got it. Hope you're enjoying it. It's real good.
There you go. Forehead, I would say me, but I don't really know.
Yeah, I've got to put my money on Ryan.
Not too many people can go up against this forehead and live to tell the tale, when it comes to a forehead off, if I'm being real. One of my most prominent features. Southern Fried Cinema Siblings for $5. Ryan, darling, it's Lorelei. I believe you still owe me a war movie. Happy Easter Monday to all.
Happy Easter.
Yeah, that's right. I was supposed to tell her what one of my favorite war movies is or something. And I'll be real, I didn't think too much about it, Lorelei, if I'm being honest with you. And I was like, you know what? I need time to think about that. I'll tell you tomorrow. And it totally blew my mind.
How long ago was that?
This was 24 hours ago.
Oh, okay.
Bitch, calm the fuck down.
Whoa, I didn't fucking know. You're the motherfucker who's like, I wait 4.5 months to do something I should have done in January.
I could tell by your tone that you were being very judgy. So
you should watch the thing that instantly comes to my mind is Grave of the Fireflies. Go and watch Grave of the Fireflies.
I don't know if I ever watched that.
Of course you wouldn't, because you don't like anime.
All right. One of my favorite war movies, we'll do Black Hawk Down. I like Black Hawk Down from back in the day.
Black Hawk Down is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I can call my favorite because I haven't thought about it enough, Lorelei, but there's one that I don't think got mentioned when we were in the stream yesterday because everybody was like throwing out so many good movies. So there's one that
Jacket as well.
Full Metal Jacket, sure. Full Metal Jacket is like 2 movies. It is 2 separate movies. About half of it is a war movie and half of it is a boot camp movie. And it feels like almost utterly disconnected from each other. But yes, we'll say Black Hawk Down. How about that? And stars my friend Matthew Marston in one of the roles. So there you go. Corvo the Crow convinced Filoni's a Make-A-Wish kid who wanted to write for Star Wars that survived his brain tumor, and now we're stuck with him. Dave Filoni is such a fucking loser. I mean,
yeah.
Like I have not watched the new Darth Maul series. I'm sure that the same typical people are going to be coming in their pants over it. Oh my gosh, Darth Maul, he's such a complex character. Oh, look, he's so relatable. Fuck you. I'm so sick and tired of Darth Maul stories. You should have been sick and tired of them after season 4 of the Clone Wars. Yet he just continues and continues and continues on. Now we need another story about Maul in between this time period. Where he's taking on and training a little fucking girl who people think could become fucking Darth Talon. Go fuck yourselves. I'm sure I will watch it eventually, but there ain't no way I'm sitting there and fucking keeping up episode to episode with this fucking garbage. Nobody's gonna watch this.
Yeah, no. I honestly have zero interest in it. I will watch it, but I don't want to.
Hugo, bro, you look like Charlie Cox. Is it gay if I think he's cute, so by default that makes you cute? I would play the violin for you. Charlie, like Daredevil? I don't think I look like Daredevil.
No.
He wouldn't know if I looked like him because he's blind. Thermal Scope. Can't wait for HBO's Half-Blood Prince adaptation when Draco goes to Nocturne Alley and sees an Auror with his knee on Snape's neck.
It's so insane how crazy this show is going to actually get.
It's everything. Let's just fucking go into it. It is everything that we said it would be. When the rumors about Black fucking Snape came out, and we all said, wow, what a terrible idea. Don't you realize that this makes Harry suspicious of the only black teacher? Don't you realize that, oh, someone's stealing something, it must be the black guy? Don't you realize the effect it's going to have when we learn Snape's backstory, that he was probably abused as a child and his dad left him. He was fucking poor growing up. He was kind of a fucking outcast. He got the shit bullied out of him by a bunch of white kids. He got strung up underneath a fucking tree at school. Like, don't you understand the ramifications of what you're going to do to this character and how you're going to change the perception of his character? And they just went ahead and fucking did it anyway. And predictably, everyone's now mocking it. You've seen the latest. Let's refresh this bitch. Let's see what it's at right now. See if we got a couple thousand more dislikes. I mean, almost no one's watching it. It's a week and a half old at this point. But, bro, it is 265 to 243.
It is neck and neck. And the thing with something like this is, sure, they expect some dislikes, but you would expect it to be like, I don't know, the 265K likes to maybe 10K dislikes, maybe like 15K maximum, and you could still claim that that's not a bad ratio. Like they're clearly getting way more support than they are criticism, but that's not the case. I mean, it's neck and neck.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect this. Like,
no,
I expected
thought
backlash
maybe it would be like 250 to 50K, at worst 100K, because there are a lot of Harry Potter fans out there. But at the same time, I just think that there are so many people online now who are fed up with these changes being done to movies, TV shows, video games, you name it, and your favorite series is now at risk for being modernized.
And, you know, we've seen all of the fucking shit from like the typical people with all the hate and severe harassment stepping in the role. Severus Snape is a massive challenge for Papa Esito. And oh my gosh, he's just so stunning and so brave for taking the job of a white man and having to deal with the ramifications of that. And
oh my god, the poor guy getting paid millions of dollars for fucking 10 years to 15 years worth of work, and he can just shut his cell phone off. This is horrific. Poor him.
Yeah, it's fucking
Cry
insane.
me a river and fucking float upstream, buddy.
And then he came out recently and said this in a BBC interview.
There have been some extreme responses, and I'd be lying if I said that, you know, I'm a completely impenetrable robot automaton, you know. But like, I mean, there's another question to do with like how you receive feedback and like social media and algorithms and why it is that certain things get pushed to the front and certain things don't. No question. There's also been like amazing responses. There's been like a flood of positivity.
Look, and he goes on to say, look, you have to realize you can't please everybody. You're not pleased. This casting doesn't please effectively anyone. There's a handful of people who are supportive of it. There's a handful of people that are trying to shill for it. I talked about it yesterday, or maybe it was earlier today on stream. We're going to see a similar thing to what we saw with Star Wars YouTubers, where you have these people that are going to try to straddle the line because they don't want to be called racist, and they also want to keep their fucking ties and their screeners and their invites to premieres and invites to behind the scenes shit. You're going to see them fall out of favor with their fan base because they're not going to actually call this bullshit out.
Oh, yeah, no.
I think I have not watched this behind the scenes special yet. Randomly, out of the fucking blue, a week after the trailer drops, they dropped another trailer for a special. Have you watched the trailer at least, Vera?
I have watched the trailer, yes.
This is Snape, by the way.
It
is Severus Snape.
I mean, I don't think you need to point that out when there's only going to be one fucking black character.
Like, at least if you're going to cast a black guy, give him a fucking hook nose or something. Look at this motherfucker. But anyway, let's watch the trailer for it, because I think there's already there's problems within this trailer for the behind the scene, the 28-minute behind the scenes documentary that they randomly happen to release 8 months before the show comes out, which to me actually means they're doing damage control.
Yeah.
The Harry Potter stories are this extraordinary phenomenon to reimagine the Harry Potter canon, to let it.
That's what we want to hear, right?
I love when canon gets reimagined. Man, that just fills me with so much hope and happiness and positivity. I love hearing that term. What the fuck?
To reimagine the Harry Potter canon.
It's so stupid.
Bro, there is nobody that wanted that.
No, of course not, but they're going to do it anyway.
We want to see you take the books that tens of millions of people all around the world absolutely adore and put those on screen. No more, no less. That's what people want. Is that difficult?
Apparently
is that hard?
I mean,
fuck
Jesus.
Breathe. We get to enact all the things that you know are going on in the wings, but you don't see them.
And action.
To be able to build at a scale like this, it's just a designer's dream. We're trying to get in the joy and the playfulness of what it means to be a magical kid.
In a show of this scale, it's easy to get lost. It's huge. It's goosebumps.
Walking into the Great Hall that first time where you go, wow.
I do think that's a good casting, Janet McTeer as McGonagall. I think she'll probably do a good job.
Yeah, I also think that John Lithgow is a good actor.
Yeah, I mean, I think he can 100% pull it off.
Yeah.
Just walking in and seeing the real train, you imagine yourself being a kid at Hogwarts.
I can't wait to see you as a kid at Hogwarts, where you get the fucking shit bullied out of you and you get fucking hung up in like your dirty ass old underwear get shown everybody because you're a poor man and now you're black. Can't wait.
Yep, now it's racist.
To play in a sandbox that's this big, it really is incredible. We're adding a level of world building beyond what the audience is familiar with.
Close your eyes, open them again, and look around. It's all just so beautiful.
You wait forever to do something that means that much to people.
Finding Harry. So that debuted yesterday, and I've
There's
not watched
no
yet.
shot that they had this plan to release now. There's just, it was probably ready to go, but I assume that they probably wanted to release it in like June or July, when marketing will slowly start to be ramped up around that time. They want to get people interested, but I mean, now, yeah, that's just total damage control.
That's what it feels like. And
They want to try to shift the conversation to, oh, well, look at how much time and work and effort is going into this, and look at how passionate everybody is, and look at how many people are so excited to be a part of the wizarding world now.
so it's weird because HBO does a lot of these behind the scenes stuff
They
with
do.
their shows, but they release them along with the show. So
Right. It's like, look at all the, like, Game of Thrones, for
all the Game of
example,
Thrones shit, all the House
and The
of
Last
Dragon,
of
Knights of
Us.
the
And
Kingdom.
it was
Yeah.
always either after the episode was done or right at the end of the show. And once the show's completed, things like that, not just like randomly months before release.
8 months.
Yeah.
8 months before the release of this shit.
That's a long time.
That's fucking crazy. And I do think it's like to start a conversation about something else, but I mean, of course, within this little documentary that they released, we get more shots of Black Snape.
Right. Because he is a important character to show off. You can't just constantly hide him. While they're doing that with the lighting here. Man, I don't understand the costume choices. I don't understand the hairstyle. The lighting throughout all of this just is, in my opinion, terrible all around. Like, I just don't see anything with this right now that has wowed me or looks like, oh, this is an improvement from the movies, and I just don't think that that's going to happen. Call me nostalgia blinded, say I'm a istrophobe, I don't give a fuck, but just so much of this looks so bad.
Look, I think that there, as somebody who likes the movies, I actually think there's a ton they can improve from the movies.
There is, but have we
yeah.
seen that yet? No.
No, well, we also haven't seen the show, right? We're doing like
Right.
behind the scenes stuff and what this looks like and
Trailers and first images and stuff like that, but
exactly.
you can sort of get the general feel for something, and that feeling just doesn't seem as magical.
It seems so dark. And they're talking about like the way they want to show the magic, and they want to really get in touch with like the natural elements of the world, because that's where magic comes from. And it's, bro, it's just some supernatural magic shit. Like, let's not get too deep with it. It's a world that has fucking magic. It doesn't need to come from the earth and fucking like maybe that's why
We need to
everything's so
consult
dark.
the crystals. We need to speak to our amethyst crystals and figure out what our fucking signs are, guys. No.
And I'm sure you saw this, right? The fucking
I did.
All right, live.
Whew.
I don't need to replay it again because everybody's probably watched it. I talked about it yesterday and stuff, but like, this is not some like tiny little backlash. This is not some fringe right-wing backlash. This is not just racists that are saying they have a. This is Saturday Night
general
Live.
backlash that is happening that everyone is now reacting to.
Yes. This is Saturday Night Live, which is a progressive comedy show and has been for fucking years and years and years at this point.
Yeah.
They are making fun of it because it is worthy of being mocked. Even they can see how laughable it is. And it's fucking pathetic. It really is fucking pathetic that they decided to do this because there was no reason for it whatsoever. No one would have been complaining if you had cast Snape as a white man. Like, who would have been complaining if Snape was the way he was described in the books? Not a single motherfucker, except some random Twitter account that was like, I wish Snape could have been black. Like, maybe one person in the world would have had that idea in their heads. The only other person that had that idea were the people at fucking HBO.
Well, right. And I also think that with SNL, it's not just even them reacting to the social media discussion. It is them intentionally, talking about this simply because they want to try to make as many people hate the show as possible because they don't like J.K. Rowling and because they want to try to do any sort of damage to it. And that is another reason why. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure that there are people in their general sphere that are like, oh yeah, this is just stupid. But you know how SNL is.
You know why I think they made fun of it? Because it is viral. Because everyone is making fun of it. Like
when they see AI is doing something that they used to sort of fill the market with, and they were able to get those same viral level clips, and now they're getting less and less of those as people 5 minutes after an announcement or AIing it, they feel the need, it seems at least, to try to respond in sort of any way they can and try to create something that's funnier, even though a lot of the times they're just not funny anymore.
Yeah, it's just it's super low hanging fruit because it is viral. You cannot go on Twitter or Instagram or whatever without coming by 100 black Snape memes or AI videos when he's in potions class and he's putting watermelon and a piece of fried chicken into the cauldron, right? Like that's what's
the purple
happening
drink.
Right now. It's crazy.
But everybody who has half a fucking brain knew that this was going to be the response and knew that this is what was going to happen. And sure, part of it is people who love the books. Part of it is people who just love Alan Rickman and think that he did a great job and have nostalgia for his version. And then you just have people who are like, oh, this is a stupid change all around, even if they're not super into the wizarding world. And so, yeah, basically everybody was going to push back against it, except for, I don't know, 5 journalists and their couple of followers that are still active.
Yeah, and they're all the ones that hate J.K. Rowling, too.
Right.
They're going to be trying to convince people to not watch it because of J.K. Rowling.
Right, so it's like mental gymnastics because it's like, oh, we want to defend the diversity and we want to fight the chuds because this character that everybody loves was changed, but also we don't want to support J.K. Rowling, so let's write an article defending the diversity but also attacking J.K. and then saying we're not going to watch it. Like, it's a clusterfuck with them.
Nonsensical.
Nope.
Ducky for $5 says, no, I just watched the trailer and went barf and watched Dune 2. I think he's talking about that Jessica Chastain movie. You didn't want to see her fuck an illegal immigrant?
Yeah, I will not be searching up that movie. So thanks for the suggestion, I guess. Or the knowledge, I suppose.
Jessica Chastain was in Mad Men, right? That's where she like got her big break. Is that correct?
Was it?
I think that's like the only thing I know her from. Let me. Oh, she was in Zero Dark 30. Never mind. I do remember her in Zero Dark 30.
Yeah. But I don't know what she like gained widespread recognition for. Zero Dark 30. It says The Help
from Mad Men.
The Help, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Don't know what that is. Obviously she's been in things like Interstellar, Martian, at Chapter 2, some good movies.
Christina Hendricks is who I was thinking about in Mad Men.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think that was her, but I wasn't 100% certain. But yeah,
Christina Hendricks in Mad Men. Yeah, like I've never seen Interstellar.
You're just very sad that we're not getting the Savant. I know it. I'm a little sad too.
That's gonna be. It's
gonna be great.
That's gonna be really funny.
But
if that just gets buried.
Yeah, I don't see a way that comes out.
Luis Val. Hey, Ryan. Curious your excitement for Japan changed after those posts we saw on X. I have a feeling you're more excited to go. So apparently there was a big America-Japan Twitter crossover recently.
There was.
I didn't see any of it. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of it either, actually. I saw some like rogue posts or like posts made by people I follow, but it wasn't.
Yes.
I didn't see it like trending on my For You trending.
No,
I just saw it because I guess a few of my followers or the few people I follow are funny.
Yeah, like I don't know. People are like, oh, do Americans do this? Oh, do Japanese people do this? I don't fucking know what was going on. I have no idea. So, whatever. Not sure. But yeah, that's coming up. That's like a month and a half away from me. And I'll be in Japan. We might not do the show when I'm in Japan, Vera. I know you'd be really sad.
I know. My God, I'm already dreading that. What's the date? Just let me know. Planning my vacation that week.
The end of May.
Oh man, how am I ever gonna fucking recover?
Somehow you'll manage.
Man, I'm so sad. Whew.
Taker for $5. I saw Destiny argue in a debate that everything is unprecedented because time passes. So you guys doing the show right now is unprecedented.
Well, Destiny is a retard, but is everything unprecedented because time passes, or is it just that in the head of the people experiencing it at that moment, when it happens and everything just really repeats, history just fucking repeats itself over and over again? Anyway, Destiny's a retard.
Maybe we're living in the Matrix. I can't say I saw that argument from Destiny.
No.
Somebody
I
says
try to actively avoid anything that I see with Destiny.
Someone says bring Wicked Virtue as a guest. Are you talking
yes!
about
That week! Yes! Fuck, my life will still happen, guys. Ryan will be extra fucking triggered.
I'll be so fucking
Holy
mad.
shit.
I'm gonna convince the Japanese to commit another fucking Pearl Harbor.
Yeah,
that's what I'll do if
damn, that is an
happens.
amazing idea.
I thought you meant as a guest on this stream, and I wasn't even a fan of that because they're just gonna gang up on me. That's basically what it would be.
That Monday night that Ryan will not be here.
Mikey, the show will make book readers appreciate the films more. It's not just Snape, it's the lighting, cinematography, designs, and it looks boring. I think it's a little early to tell based on what we've seen that it looks
I don't know if you could really appreciate the films more, because I think it's like aesthetically and visually, like they did an amazing job. And, you know, as we've talked about, there were problems like with Snape. I think Snape is the perfect character to use as an example. A lot of that complexity and the nuance with the character was sort of downplayed because you can only fit so much into a 2 or a 2.5 hour movie, especially for the sort of age range and the age bracket that they're trying to target with the films. But yeah, like, I guess we'll see what the show does. But
I don't know. Bat out of hell. Accio watermelon. Thank you. When you read the books, wait, you would probably already seen the movies by the time you read the books, huh? Or were you like,
no, I think I read all of the books first, or there might have been like one that I didn't read by the time I watched the movies.
yeah, like I don't I said I think I pronounced in my head Axio. Or no, I said Accio. That's what I said in my head was Accio. I don't know why. Well, because I was a kid and an idiot, but Accio, I guess, is what we're sticking with. Snacks. What is love? Lily, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Black Snape. Why is Black Snape singing that?
Because he's serenading Lily. And then Lily said, no, fuck off, you stupid black man. Then she went for the racist. Psh, crazy. How could that happen?
Everybody does. Draco Arium for Aussie 5. I'm a bit late, but Ryan, have you told Vera about Frog Eyes? Vera, fun fact about frogs. Do you know that their eyes go down inside their skulls when they swallow to help them force the food down their throat?
That's neat.
It's actually creepy as fuck. I looked up a picture of it.
I think that's cool.
Well, because when I was taking a drink on stream the other day, people were like, you always like close your eyes like when you take a gulp or something. And they're saying it looks gay if you close your eyes. And that's what I said. I brought up, I'm like, well, maybe I'm like a frog and I have to close my eyes when I swallow. And people are like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm pretty sure frogs, when they I'm pretty sure they close their eyes and they force their eyeballs down to the inside of their mouth to help force the food down their throat. And nobody believed me. And I looked it up, and sure as shit, I was right, because I heard it in some random class in 5th grade or something. But then I saw a picture of it, and it was like a frog's eyes, like his mouth was open and you could see his eyes through there. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. It was really gross. So
The more you know.
yeah. Mikey for $5. Variety released an article early about Halle Bailey saying racist Little Mermaid backlash taught her how to block out the noise.
It's been fucking years. Like,
What is she
how
even
long can
doing?
you talk about this? How many times can you sit in an interview or make a social media post and cry and bitch and moan? My God.
I don't know who, and she was probably in an interview for a random thing, and she was probably asked, how did you deal with the racist backlash to Little Mermaid? And she answered the question, but I don't know. I haven't seen that article.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Halle Bailey's got like baby daddy problems and shit.
Didn't she like get beat by him or something?
Yeah, truly a black woman. So if we didn't think she was black enough before when she was cast as Little Mermaid, she certainly is now.
I found the article in case you want it.
Hey, pull it up.
Oh, okay. I put it in the private chat, but I will. I haven't read it yet, so I don't know if it's
That
it's
ever
any
stopped
good.
us?
Yeah, I mean, can't be that bad, surely.
Has that ever stopped us before?
Halle Bailey says a racist Little Mermaid backlash taught me how to block out the noise. Get the fuck off my screen, you stupid bitch. 3 years after the release of Disney's live-action Little Mermaid, she's looking back at the experience of playing Ariel and how she ultimately felt freed by the discourse that erupted around her casting. Oh, let me blow it up for you so you can fucking read, because otherwise you're gonna say it's too small.
I don't know what's wrong with you and why it's like that far back.
Because I don't need everything at fucking 800 zoom.
It doesn't make any sense that you would have an article that is
Okay.
back that far out. It makes zero sense to me.
I
It
fixed it
almost,
for
when you
you.
pull it up, it almost looks like it's set for like mobile. You know what I mean? Because there's so much space on the side and it's like so tiny.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
I'm
it
trying to help you
says
out.
that Halle Bailey is looking back at the experience of playing Ariel and how she ultimately felt freed by the discourse that erupted around her casting. Racist trolls were outraged at Disney for casting a black actor as Ariel, which made her the target of online harassment from toxic fans, but she doesn't look back at the film's release with any negativity. I mean, she's the one sitting here bitching and moaning about it still. I mean, come on, this whole, ooh, she faced online harassment from toxic trolls. You mean critics? People were critical of her casting.
So again, my guess, and I think I'm going to be proven right, my initial guess was that she was doing a promotional tour for something else.
Yeah, it says
right here,
that it was for the
yeah.
romantic comedy You, Me, and Tuscany.
Bailey said Little Mermaid was a beautiful experience, and I feel like it taught me to listen to myself and the good voices inside. I learned how to block out the noise. Is there any more quote?
Nope, that is... Oh, no, actually there is. How do I explain it, she continued. It was actually freeing to be in the middle of this conversation where so many different opinions were coming in, and they were so opposite from one another. I felt like I was watching myself inside a cup, seeing how people react to it. Growing up in the industry can really develop your sense of self, and for me, it keeps me grounded in a way. I know for some people it's the opposite, but I was just always thinking to myself, none of this is real.
I don't.
And then she just said that she goes into nature to get the perspective she needs to stay level-headed. So that's basically the end of it.
I don't look. I think that headline is a little bit misleading. Now that we have that full context.
Yeah, she's not like going on and on and on about it, because this could have been like 5 paragraphs filled with all the different statements that she felt were bad and yada yada.
Halle Bailey was asked about. She was probably asked by the Independent, "What was your experience like on Little Mermaid?" And she was like, it was actually really great for me to go through that. And when you're in the moment, you hear so many different sides saying completely different things. They're looking at the same screen, but seeing different things. It's like an out-of-body experience, and it taught how to ground me and just block out a lot of the noise. I don't think there's anything. If that's the entirety of what she said, I don't think there's anything wrong with what she said at all.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they could also be out of context, but
like I think Variety is saying that Halle Bailey is responding to the
right,
racist
this whole like
backlash for the
racist backlash, the toxicity, like that's all
Variety's.
Yeah, that's all Variety's
headline.
commentary, right? Because
So-
other than that, it just talks about the hashtag not my Ariel. And then it was an inspiration and a beautiful thing to hear their words of encouragement, telling me you don't understand what this is doing for us, for our community, for all the little black and brown girls who are going to see themselves in you. But there's nothing about like overt racism here that she's commentating on.
This was this, and those quotes are from what she said 3 years ago.
Right.
So
that was
what she just
previously. So
responded
yeah,
to,
that's why I'm confused. Like,
well, I'm not confused. It's exactly what I fucking thought it was.
Yeah, I meant confused as in why the fuck Variety thought that this was the smart angle to take. Except for just race baiting.
Because you clicked on it.
Well, right. Yeah.
You know, like
ultimately.
that's it. And everybody sees the headline, and we all do that from time to time, right? Because headlines are headlines. You think that it has some semblance in reality. It's a headline. That's what it's supposed to be. But I'm glad we looked it up and, got the full context on it, because as much as I think Black Little Mermaid is fucking retarded and gay and it lost money and it was fucking pathetic. In terms of the statement that Halle Bailey just made, I have nothing. There's no problems with it.
Yeah,
at all.
she had said, I don't remember exactly what her statement was, but I remember when Snow White was originally supposed to be coming out the first time before it was delayed, they did that actor on actor sit down conversation together. And like, she was a little bit more poignant during that because she was with Rachel Zegler. And so they were talking about it. But like, besides that, she never really made a lot of statements, and she definitely isn't as bad as Rachel Zegler is. That's for sure.
100%. So, hey, everybody's saying that we're never fair, that we'll always raise.
It's a stupid fucking casting, but I mean, she didn't say anything wild. It's like the guy who came in a stream last week. Oh, all you guys fucking do is hate everything, you pieces of shit. We're sitting here talking about fucking Project Hail Mary. Now we loved it.
That's right.
Classic.
Exactly. But she's got bigger fish to fry. She's got to make sure she didn't get another black eye.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Mikey Gusler, the behind-the-scenes documentary showed Professor McGonagall showing up at Hermione's house to deliver her Hogwarts letter to her. Why? Well, I hate the fact that they're including Hermione, that sequence for Hermione, and then Ron at the bro and all this shit. However, it is the you do have, and I think the deputy headmaster or headmistress is the one that is in charge of a lot of these things. But for Muggleborns who do not know about all of that stuff, the way that it is supposed to work is usually teachers will come and go do that because there's so much to explain. Now they explain that a little bit later that that's usually what happens. However, it makes the case for Harry very strange. But maybe Harry's case was different because even though he's being raised by Muggles, they are aware of the wizarding world and they are aware of Hogwarts and they have been explained all of these things. But yeah, for Muggleborns, they do have a teacher from Hogwarts go to the house to deliver the letter because it's being revealed to you that this world that you have no idea about is actually
right.
present.
Somebody's supposed to basically explain it to you. So yeah.
Right. And the deputy headmaster or headmistress, being McGonagall, would be responsible for those things.
Right.
In the same way that Dumbledore was responsible for it with Tom Riddle. Like, it's the same thing. Anyway, GraphWeb for fuck's sake, cancel Disney Plus. Thanks, GraphWeb. Moniker for 199. Mall Shadow Lord debuted today. Looks great. I think it looks gay as fuck. I think the animation, I'm sure, is phenomenal. Just like, the animation for some of the recent animated projects has looked really good. But
Doesn't mean it has a good story, which is the
bro,
issue.
I don't know how anyone, regardless of what a fucking mall simp you are, wants another mall story.
Yeah, I don't know. I have zero excitement for it. I mean, I watch it, of course, but
Like, what else is there to fucking tell about this nothing of a character that you think is so deep and so complex?
yeah.
It's deep and complex if you're a 6-year-old. Renzer for 2. Can we normalize muting Vera Dark's talking parts? For more than $2, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta cough up the cash. Like, can't just drop in with a 2 and then ask for that. I'll mute for like, I don't know, this is Ryan's stream, but like for a 50, shit, I'll mute myself. Ryan will have to choose how long, but
for $50?
yeah,
Stick
sure, why
my
not?
face in their soup and blow. Are you too young for Seinfeld references?
I know some Seinfeld references, but
So there is the episode in which I think they're like trying to go to a movie, and they're stopping at a Chinese restaurant, and the table keeps getting taken away and given to other people and all this stuff, and they're all hungry and they're complaining, and I think Jerry offers Elaine $50 to go walk up to a table, not say anything, and just take some of their food and leave.
yeah.
And she's like, God, I don't know. Should I do that? She looks at George. She's like, should I do it? He's like, for $50?
Yeah.
I'd stick my face in their soup and blow. Like, that is always one of the funniest lines to me from that entire show.
Yeah. It's also the tone that it's said with.
Yeah, because it's George, right? Like,
Yeah.
Of course he would do that for money. But yeah, fuck. Jason Nelson, are you in a good mood because Dawn Staley lost by 28? I'm not in a particularly good mood, but I did think it was very funny that happened. I did think it was very funny. Moniker. Wait, I just said that.
You did.
Oh, you said it twice. Okay. You said it twice. Thank you, Moniker, for $2.99 super chats. I'm not looking forward to it, but I hope you love it. Mikey. The problem is John Lithgow and that actress playing McGonagall will never top Richard Harris, Michael Gambon, and Maggie Smith.
Well, that's the problem, is that there's so many actors that it would be so extremely hard to top them that it's basically an impossible task that you have been given.
Kind of, but I think that your super chat in and of itself almost undercuts your argument, Mikey, because you're like, nobody could replace Richard Harris.
Nobody's
But
trying
Michael
to.
Gambon did replace Richard Harris.
Right.
But now you're including him in
yeah.
that list of irreplaceable actors for those characters. And if you want to know my honest opinion, I don't think Michael Gambon was very good as Dumbledore until Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah.
I just, like, you get the duel, right? I think the duel with Voldemort at Order of the Phoenix is fucking awesome. And then you have him in Half-Blood Prince. And I think in Half-Blood Prince, he finally found, like, the right balance to play that character.
He sort of found his footing, finally.
Yeah, and I think he gives a great performance. That's the most important book for Dumbledore, obviously. But I actually think you can top Richard Harris and Michael Gambon. Maggie Smith is another story. I don't know if you can top Maggie Smith, because I think that is like McGonagall jump off the fucking page. Everything about her.
She did amazing, but she was just a amazing actress all around. Everything I've ever seen her in, I've just loved.
Yeah, they had a lot of really high quality, experienced actors, and it was part of the strategy. Because you're balancing out a movie with child actors who have virtually no experience, and you don't know how good of actors they're going to become, they balanced it out with incredibly experienced, high quality, legendary in some cases, actors and actresses. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Michael Gambon is a great actor. Richard Harris is a great actor. But Richard Harris, I really liked him for those early books Dumbledore. I don't know if he could have pulled off what was necessary for Dumbledore going on in the future. And it's sad that he passed away and we never got to find out. Michael Gambon doesn't barely do anything other than joke around a little bit in Prisoner of Azkaban. And then in Goblet of Fire, I think he's completely out of character. Now, I blame the director, Mike Newell, for that. I know you love that movie, Mikey, but I blame the director for the mischaracterization of Dumbledore, not Michael Gambon. But my overall point is there is actually room to improve some things that were done in the Harry Potter movies. So,
yeah.
Glosser for 5. They're saying faithful adaptation and reimagined at the same time. Literally makes no fucking sense. These people are gay retards.
No, they're basically trying to throw everything at the wall and hope that it sticks. And so if you're looking for certain wording that you would prefer, you're going to find it there. And they're trying to, of course, nostalgia bait people into watching it.
Over on Rumble, Jose Contreras says, Ryan, remember 30 days for Pokemon Cafe reservations, 60 for the Pokemon Park. Well, I'm too far out for the Pokemon Park, so I'll have to see what's going on with that Poke Cafe. Joshua Henderson for 5. Not only did HBO fuck up with Game of Thrones, but they managed to fuck up with Harry Potter as well. Boy, you just can't trust companies or studios these days. The strange thing about Game of Thrones, unlike a lot of other massive IPs, Game of Thrones became a massive IP because of the show.
Yeah.
It was obviously big in certain spaces and stuff, but A Song of Ice and Fire was not this huge, massive, monumental fucking IP until HBO made the show. And the show made it into a fucking megalith of IPs. But then they also fucked up the ending of the show that's based on books that haven't been written yet. So the reason it's as big as it is not because of the books, it's because of the show, which then fucked the books in the ass. So it's very strange. It's much different from a lot of these other big IPs that we have that are adapted from things.
Yeah.
Like Lord of the Rings is not massive because the movies in the 2000s. You know, did that expose it to maybe more people? Yeah, probably. But it was
absolutely
huge before that.
Yep.
So it's very strange. Justin Martins. All them gingers look the same to Ryan. Like Vera and who else? Vera and Ron Weasley. Can't tell the difference.
I mean, we're basically twins.
That'd be Fred and George. Bo Madrigal for $1. Thank you. David Smart. Say bye to Iran tomorrow. That escalated quick. I don't know what's happened now. I'm sure it's another.
Yeah, I don't know of any update.
I'm sure it's another fucking timeline where if you don't do this, we'll destroy the entire country. That, man, it's so weird about the messaging that was like, the people of Iran need help. We are going to make sure that they're free. Now it's turned into, we're going to destroy their entire energy fucking production capabilities and bomb every fucking bridge and send them back to the Stone Age. Sounds like helping the people of Iran. Cannibal Kiddo for 199. The boy who lived, come to DEI. Holy fuck, that is a good line.
That is pretty fucking good.
Holy fuck, that's a good line. The boy who lived, come to DEI. Holy shit, that's good. Grizzly Nightmare. Karaoke bars are huge in Japan, so we need a drunk Ryan singing video or live stream. Those Japanese women would love it and probably join in. The thing is, they probably do love karaoke there, but if it's all in Japanese, I ain't gonna be able to sing anything. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know any shit. Bo for another $10. Alcock looks like the feral kid from Mad Max. Thank you, Drinker, for briefly acknowledging my super chat on FNT. Bo. Thank me and Drinker. I'm not drinker. If you're saying me and
You're
critical
a
drinker,
drinker.
I am a drinker. I am a drinker. But either way, you're welcome, Bo. And just so you know, like the super chats that don't get read while live on FNT, Gary does do super chat square ups on Nerdrotic Live and does read every super chat from FNT. It's just usually on a different stream because otherwise we'd be there for 8 hours, you know. NTR Uncle just saw Super Mario Galaxy. Should have spent my money calling Beardo fat instead. What a waste of 90 minutes. Well, with that incredible review, should we talk about Mario a little bit?
I suppose we should.
You saw Mario.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I didn't think it was as strong as the first one. This one definitely felt a lot more like Nintendo fan bait, which is fine. I mean, both of them have done that to a certain extent. I think some of the voice performances were definitely a little bit weaker in this one, a lot more just like talking instead of character voices. I didn't think it was a bad movie though, by any means. Like it's not amazing. It's not like an amazing piece of entertainment at all whatsoever.
Yeah, I feel similarly in terms of I don't think it's as good as the first one, and I don't think the first one is some phenomenal movie either. But it has a small little plot and character arc and development, and I think it pays off at the end and everything. This movie felt like it was paper thin on the plot.
Oh yeah, they just wanted to cram in as many characters as possible and visual effects as possible and make it as shiny as possible. Like they just wanted to be able to sell merchandise, which I understand a lot of companies do, and Nintendo is definitely pretty heavy in terms of the marketability of their products now.
And even for, I feel like the small amount of things they put in there that we could have seen something, it's like, oh, Toad doesn't like Yoshi when he shows up because Yoshi's like the best bud now. And even when he shows up when they're on when they're trying to go to the junk galaxy or whatever, and he's like, oh, Yoshi's here too. There's never any resolution that the next time you see them interacting together, they're like best buds trying to take care of the babies.
Right.
Bowser, it feels like they're trying to do something with him, but it doesn't actually make sense at all because it's like Bowser's small and he's trying to pretend like he's rehabilitated, but he's actually not. And he's really fucking mad and losing his temper and shit. But then as soon as we see him out there, he actually has made a turn.
Right.
Which is weird.
But a very quick character progression.
It's not even a progression. It's just like they didn't do what they did in the first place.
Right.
And then he sacrifices himself so Mario and Luigi can go. And there's not even an in-between sequence. He says, I can do the work of 10,000 bees, and he gets put in the fucking prison yard. And within 10 seconds, Bowser Jr. comes and picks him up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on his other character arc of instead of being good, he's bad again. I wish it was a better movie. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And you have to go into a movie like this with a certain sort of mindset, and you have to just basically be in on board for like a popcorn flick, and like you don't think too much about it. There are a lot of characters that are added in this that a lot of people are going to love and almost feel a certain level of nostalgia for. I was so proud of you for your Kotaku article that you wrote. Congratulations, Ryan, about Fox McCloud. But yeah, I don't think it was a amazing piece of art by any stretch of the means. That's for sure. It takes like these Mario Galaxy elements, but the story from the game is nothing like the story in the movie, which it would be fine if they sort of kept the general atmosphere and sort of like tone. But yeah, it's like they just want to take Mario Galaxy and stick that on the movie title, and that was going to sort of be enough to carry it forward.
Yeah, and there's criticisms of, Peach being maybe a little too OP and her saving Rosalina and stuff. I will say this, for people that are like, oh, Peach overshadowed Mario. I think Mario had a lot of awesome moments, including saving Peach a couple times and things like this. And you obviously had that awesome fight at the end. But it is an ensemble film, and there was a focus on Peach. And we're going to spoil it. Who cares?
I think it was a little bit too much. Like, I expect Peach to be an important part of the story and an important character. I don't expect her to say 2 words, and that's Mario. Oh, and then, like, I don't know, help me. I don't expect her to have 3 fucking words. But at the same time, like, it was a heavy focus on her.
Yeah,
which got to be too much.
And they did
too extensive.
Do a pretty big reveal, at least in terms of something that people have like theorized about before, or whatever, that Peach and Rosalina are sisters. And they went into that, and that's how they save everybody, is they kind of reunite.
Right.
I expected Rosalina to be in the movie more. I love.
Yeah, she I think it was like she had like 10 minutes of screen time, but yeah, I also expected her to be a much more prominent character.
And I did love Fox, though. I thought Fox was fucking awesome
he was
in
sick.
the movie. And I don't care if it was just as shitty as this movie as a movie. I would be there as soon as they open pre-sales for a Star Fox movie. I would be there in a heartbeat. But look, kids are loving it. A lot of hardcore Nintendo fans are loving it. It's making a fuck ton of money. The thing is, if it was a better movie, this could be a $2 billion movie. Like, legitimately. Right. If it was all of the,
you can have the character nostalgia
yeah.
bait, but also tell a very deep and meaningful story, and have all the characters be connected in certain ways, and maybe have like team A and team B, and then the teams come together at the end of the movie and then save the day together. Like, you can still have a good story even in a child's film, or even in a movie that's supposed to just sell copies of, whether it's like games, or actually sell more tickets, or sell plushies and popcorn buckets and marketing material.
Yeah, and I think that, look, if we had take another Universal animated movie that came out recently, Puss in Boots: Last Wish, if we had that level of storytelling in this movie, it's a $2 billion movie, I think.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately. So it's sad that doesn't happen. With that being said, it's not like there's a bunch of fucking like propaganda or agenda or messaging, really, other than the fact that, yeah, Peach is a little bit of a girl boss. That's about it. So it's something you can just take your kids to, not worry about. They'll have fun. They'll love it. More brain rot content for them, stuff like that. But this was one of the things we saw coming out of it. I did not write this article, Vera.
Man, oh man, you were very salty when I said that on X.
Was I really salty?
You.
I just said fuck you. It was a 2-word response. Does that mean salty?
I think that Kotaku needs to just finally go out of business. Plain and simple.
So this is what you said. Kotaku writes an article. Look, I'm not a furry, but when I see Fox McCloud, I get it. OMG, Ryan wrote his first article for Kotaku. I'm so proud of you. Heart, congrats to the #1 Fox McCloud fan. I just said fuck you.
I'm proud of you. It's a stunning and brave thing that you did, Ryan.
I'm going to count my reply as a ratio, because we do have the same number of likes, exactly, apparently. But
we do, actually. That's kind of insane.
But
viewership, the amount of people that saw, though, I ratio you. So there's that.
Yes. But what I'm saying is, because I basically have a fucking 10% see to like ratio. I think I win, because a third of the amount of people saw mine, yet I got the same amount of likes.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Just saying. But yeah, this was a common theme for Kotaku over the weekend. And honestly, I think it's just.
Oh, by the way, this is by the same gay journalist who said that he leaves Leon on low health to listen to him moaning. This is the same fucking guy. So
I think they're looking for outrage clicks. So his other one was
probably.
Bowser, I know what you are, bisexual. And so the Fox one was, appealing to furries and talking about like the Super Mario Galaxy movie better not awaken anything in me. And talking about how the same thing with Zootopia, somebody involved in its production wants to fuck the Fox cop. Like, it's weird shit. And then he writes another one the next day about Bowser being bisexual because after Mario hits him to make him large, he fucking gives him a kiss on the cheek. I think it's fucking rage bait articles. I really do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the only way that Kotaku is surviving at this point. Kotaku has like 4 people that write for their publication, and that's it. So nobody is going to their website for legitimate opinions anymore. The only people that are going there are maybe the few individuals who are their followers on social media who agree with their politics, and then a few people who maybe Google search a certain topic and Kotaku happens to have an article on it, like, oh, how to get this item in Crimson Desert or how to do this in Resident Evil. But I don't think that anybody really takes them seriously anymore. And so they are desperate for any sort of clicks that they can possibly get. And if that boils down to rage bait, then that's what they're going to do, which, I mean, makes sense. This is how they get paid.
And yeah, so this was the guy who wrote this article, Leon Kennedy. I'm on prep. This guy.
Yeah. So
that's the AIDS medicine, right?
Yep, that is the very same. But we know that these people are hypocrites, right? They'll sit here and say, oh, you are a disgusting degenerate for being a man who finds a female character attractive, or, oh, you're a degenerate for, I don't know, wanting male and female in games instead of body type A or B or 1 and 2. But then they'll go and say, well, you know what? Actually, it's okay that I have a different opinion and I'm a hypocrite because it's me saying it. Yeah, let's sexualize these characters and then I'm going to write articles on it. And maybe in a certain way, right, they actually want to try to fish for a new audience. Wouldn't really shock me because they don't have an audience that really follows them anymore. So maybe they're actually hoping that they're going to get like furries on their side or more gay gamers on their side, but it hasn't worked so far.
And then you've got the furries from Zootopia, right? Okay, I may need to go see this movie now because he's making me feel things I haven't felt since I first saw Nick in 2016.
Yeah.
My barrel was rolling for Fox McCloud throughout the entire movie.
Jesus Christ.
You've got the Peach. So there are Peach and Rosalina shippers that exist, right?
Right, and they were furious that they established them as sisters and like the sisterly relationship that is portrayed.
Yeah, so you have this like the Mario fan base is weird. They're freaks and they're degenerates. All right. You have this in any fan base that has a significant amount of people that follow it. You're always going to have this subsection of fandom that are shippers and weirdos and a bunch of trans people.
I've seen and I don't fucking know why, but I've seen on my X feed because I was constantly looking up like A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and I was following that really closely because I think that I think it's great. But I've seen so many posts about people fucking shipping Baylor and Maekar. Bros, it is over for humanity. That is so cringe. And I mean, I guess you can, right? They're fictional characters, like you can do what you want, but really, like, do you really want to try to fish for validation on social media over that?
Well, I will say this when it comes to the Game of Thrones stuff.
Well,
considering they
that way,
they're
Targaryens.
Yeah, they're Targaryens.
Right.
So, but it's still degenerate because it's gay and all of these other things that go into it. But to me, the Nintendo fan base per capita, I think, has more disgusting, weird, fucking degenerate trans people that are fans of it than maybe any others.
Yeah.
And this person got really upset because like I ship quote, I ship Peach and Rosalina out of pure spite of people who keep being annoying with the they are family theory. And
quote unquote.
again, here's like art that these fucking shippers have made of Peach and Rosalina. And now like womp womp, sucks to be you now, huh? And it's showing them as sisters. Like, fuck, man. Here are the people that are saying Bowser's bisexual because he gave Mario a kiss on the cheek when he freed him in like a comedic way because he hugged Yoshi.
Yeah,
not
but I also
Yoshi,
think
hugged,
that
hugged all of them.
I also think that like the Nintendo degenerates are a lot more vocal because they want to infect this industry and they want to take over gaming, as we have seen with a lot of these, like the feminists, for example. They'll sit here and make these wild claims about female characters or even make accusations against developers for not writing the female characters the way that they want. And so a lot of these people feel like they can almost bully companies into doing what they want by trying to say, oh, this is actually what we want, which of course isn't. But these people want to take over gaming. It's gonna be, well, they want it to be a queer Marxist fucking takeover, and this is why nobody takes them seriously, because they post shit like this.
Yeah, I don't ship them, but I feel really bad for all the shippers. I feel like this is every shipper's worst nightmare. Heartbreak, says Froggy. This person's 16 years old. Pro shippers and porn DNI. Please, only ages 13 to 21 interact. Look, I have been shitting on Nintendo fans for years because I think a lot of them are freaks and degenerates and weirdos. And the reaction to some of this stuff only proves my point. It's in every fan base. It's in every big enough fan base.
Yeah.
And it's heavy on social media. But I'm just saying, you can just tell. When I walked in there for my midnight showing of Super Mario Galaxy, I knew that I was surrounded by people who probably need to have their fucking hard drive searched. Like, I could just feel it in my bones. It felt uncomfortable and disgusting. Fucking freaks.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that. Thanks so much.
What did I do?
Subjected me to reading this fucking degeneracy.
You're
Well, I guess technically Kotaku did that in the first place. I have to read their fucking articles every goddamn day, so yay me.
Snacks for $2. Perry Chan, Ariel song. I'm Blackfish.
That Black Snape one was truly perfection.
It's crazy, actually.
That was great.
It really is like an earworm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It stays in your head. And it was so simple. I'm Black Snape.
Yep.
Anti-Zero Space. I want to see a Darth Bane story and him kill his way through the galaxy to institute a rule of two, then Maul. I don't want Dave Filoni or any of his little fucking sycophantic fucking employees that work with him or for him. I don't want him anywhere near Darth Bane.
Well, that's the problem. It's
we already saw how that ended. We already saw him fuck up Darth Bane in the Clone Wars.
Right.
Why would I want this piece of human feces who fucks dogs, by the way? Why would I want this lispy fat queer anywhere near any characters that I actually care about?
Well, that's the thing, is like there are so many characters and stories I, in theory, would like to see as shows or movies or, again, seeing new video games. But at the same time, we see the types of fucking people that have their hands on Star Wars right now and the types of people that are ruining basically everything they get their hands on. And so why the hell would we trust Filoni with anything else? I don't even want to ask for anything anymore because we know how it's going to turn out. He's going to make it lame and he's going to make it gay.
Now, like, when it comes to the idea anti-zero space, the idea of that in a vacuum, like,
oh yeah,
if Star Wars is in good hands,
if it was separated from what Disney Star Wars is, and we were just talking about it on a conceptual level, oh yeah, of course, that sounds way better.
Yeah, I'd love to see an adaptation of the Darth Bane trilogy. Now, it wouldn't be, I don't think it'd be killing his way through the galaxy, if you remember the Darth Bane story. The entire point of the rule of two is actually not to make people aware that you're there. But yeah, in principle, I'd love to see a Darth Bane story.
Right.
And a good adaptation. We would never get that with the people at Lucasfilm now. Cannibal the Dragon. He probably ships dragons. What are you looking forward to? He's like Cannibal and Vermithor fucking on Dragonstone. What are you looking forward to in House of the Dragon?
Right.
What?
You really are a fan fiction writer, aren't you?
I just know how these people think. Do you think we'll finally see Cannibal this season? Isle of Faces? What happens to Alice Rivers? I mean, Alice Rivers still has a role to play, certainly.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck she is. Will we see the Isle of Faces? Shouldn't Adam? Shouldn't Adam go there? Doesn't Adam go to the Isle of Faces?
Yes. Yeah, I believe so.
We might.
Maybe.
Will we see Cannibal? Yeah, probably.
It'll be cool if we do, but honestly, I have no expectations for this.
We might
for
not
this
see Cannibal
season.
this season.
Well, season 4 is the last season, right?
Yeah,
So they do still have the one more that they could show him off.
Like, there's only 8 episodes.
Well, right.
And I feel like
that's
there's
the problem, is
so
there's
much
already
story.
so many dragons that they have to show off, and there's already so many battles and so much that they have to highlight that, again, it has a large budget, but they constantly bitch about how they run through it with the dragons, so.
Snacks for $2. Star Wolf flies the hard R wings. What's the guy's name? Wolf. It's funny because he has like a Scottish name. It's like Fox McCloud and Wolf. God, what's Wolf's last name? Like O'Houlihan or some shit.
It's like
some like Scottish or Irish name.
I think is it O'Donnell?
It might be. It's O'Donnell. I think it's Wolf O'Donnell. Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna
So
start
funny.
looking it up, but I was like, that might be it.
I think it's Wolf O'Donnell. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I like Wolf. Bo Madrigal for 5. I mean you, my man. It's been a long day. Chalk it up to dementia. Think I need another drink myself. You
Also,
are not
yes,
the only.
I did look it up. It is O'Donnell.
You are not the only person. What did I say? O'Houlihan or something?
Yeah, it was with a something basically.
Look, you are not the only person to get me and Drinker mixed up. We do look a little bit alike. We both have beards. We both have massive foreheads. I, however, I'm not Scottish. That's the main difference between us. He's also really tall. So, it's all good. I hear you. Everybody needs to drink. Anti-Zero Space for another $5. People just need a down-to-earth, fun movies like Mario. People have got to stick up their butt for high art in Hollywood. They have complained about supers. Well, this is my argument. If we got a Marvel or a Star Wars show that was the level of storytelling of this movie, and there was absolutely no plot, and it was just, hey, remember this? Hey, nostalgia hit. Hey, music hit. Nostalgia bear. And no fucking plot. A lot of people would be fucking complaining about it. A fuck ton of people would be complaining about it.
Yeah.
On our side. Now, I do think the Mario movie is more geared towards kids than those franchises are, even if there should be like, most of the stuff coming from them should be for all ages. And I also think that a property like Mario, it's gone 40 years and there's really not much plot in the Mario games. It's different than something like Star Wars or Marvel. And
It is very
it's
different. And so
history.
you kind of have to approach it with a different mindset, which, yeah, I mean, I agree. It's a lot of like, it is just a lot of nostalgia baiting, but I'm just going to be honest. Did anybody expect anything to be very different? Not that like
I was
that's
hoping it would be better than the
acceptable.
first movie.
I was hoping,
Yeah.
but at the same time, when they said it was Galaxy and they started showing off all these character posters, I was like, okay, yeah, I don't think it's going to be. But it's the way that it goes. Not that it's like acceptable in a way, because right, if it was Star Wars, a lot of people would have a lot of different opinions on it, but it is a different audience.
Yeah. And like that's why I fucking shit all over Mandalorian season 2.
Well, right, because they're
I-
trying to loop you or rope you back in based on nostalgia.
Yeah, and I just
Don't you remember when we used to make things good, guys? Don't you remember? Don't you remember these characters?
I agree with you, Anti-Zero Space. It's okay to just have like fun movies out there. I also
Not
think-
everything needs to be some big think piece and have some like deeper meaning. And oh my
Right.
gosh, we have to touch on all of these very intense themes and storytelling elements. Not every movie has to be that way.
But I do think that the children's animated movies that have stood the test of time
Children
are-
deserve better. They
they're
deserve
good.
what Disney used to be
Yeah.
25 years ago and 30 years ago. You know, things like The Lion King, where you have themes of loss and perseverance and finding yourself and protecting the ones that you care about and that you love and themes like that. Yeah.
And I think it's okay to just have kind of dumb slop every once in a while, but I also think we
Yeah.
should strive to, just because it's for kids doesn't mean that it should be, okay, who fucking cares? It'd be nice to
Right.
have great
Fucking
storytelling
emoji
as
movie
well.
6-7, guys. Yeah, no.
Oh, that sounds awesome, actually. I never saw that. David Smart Jr., guys, please don't take public transportation if you ever visit NYC. I never would. Just saw a guy vomit and eat it on the train. Fuck my life. I need my car back. Vomit and eat. Well, what was the vomit? Like if you had just thrown back a really good slice of pizza 5 minutes ago and you're like, bleh, and you're like, oh shit. I don't know. But probably not. Probably not acceptable.
Ryan,
Sarah?
what the fuck? What the actual fuck, Ryan?
What do you mean?
If it's pizza, well, you don't actually want to vomit that. You want to re-eat it.
Well, you would have already vomited it. But I'm just saying if you just ate it and it was like just bleh, like, you know what I mean? Like if he was eating it on the way and he like stepped on something, it wasn't even really like a throw up. It was like a regurgitation type of thing.
Well,
I'm
I think
saying?
that's that wording that you're giving is very different from like vomiting.
I agree, but I also have a tough time understanding how somebody's going to eat the vomit. Like if I vomit all over, how am I going to eat it?
You know what? Just shut up and read the super chat.
Juan Gall for $50. Been too long. Drink up, figs. FML. As I've sliced my hand on accident. Ooh.
Oof.
That's
that
not good, Wongall.
sucks. This bottle's
Uh,
almost done. I'm gonna have to whip out the new one. I've only got a little bit
That's-
left.
Is that peanut butter whiskey?
Yeah, and then we're going to salted caramel whiskey.
Very girly.
It is very girly, but it's
I like that storm of swords sitting back there. Look at that storm of swords.
I know I have the full set. But
That's-
I mean,
Wait, when did you get that?
probably like 2 months ago.
I was gonna say you haven't always
Spent
had
a
that
lot
full
of
set.
fucking money on this shit.
Did you get that because I showed you my storm of swords?
Well, you showed it to me, and I had seen that Storm of Swords before, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's right." So I got first editions, first printings.
Oh fuck.
I just had to fucking one up you, bitch. You know I did. Hell yeah, brother.
I will say I did not pay a fuck ton of money for this. I found this at a half price bookstore in Dallas. Actually.
Oh, I also got the protective coverings
Oh,
for
it's the
them.
fancy.
Shit.
But I got this for like $8 at a half price books. First edition.
Yeah. Well, you don't have the rest.
I don't.
So,
I'll have to search a lot of half price books.
Yep. And then I got the John.
That's my favorite book though, so I'm okay with it.
the Clash of Kings is my favorite. But
I like Clash a lot. I
yeah.
think I just think
It's
Storm
it's
is
pretty close, to be honest. But yeah, I got the Jon Snow cover because I could have gotten the cover that is just like it's maybe you've seen it. It's silver and it's got the Iron Throne on the front, but I really love the character arts. Like the 3 character arts there are fucking amazing.
Oh, man. It is kind of unique that they have like the different types of covers for them, like from way back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
All right,
pretty
my
fucking
drink-
pathetic though that only the 3 got character arts because the last 2 were modern ones, and so they didn't actually want to pay a legitimate fucking artist to paint the picture because they're stupid idiots.
It's crazy because they came out so far apart from each other.
Right. So it's like, oh, we're
Yeah.
not gonna pay for an artist now. We're just gonna get some fucking bro sitting at a computer to render us an image. That's so
But
stupid.
it's like this is very 90s.
It
you know,
is, yeah.
like
I love the Clash of Kings one. The Clash of Kings one has got to be one of the best fantasy arts I've seen.
Yeah,
With Stannis and Melisandre and oh shit, it's so fucking cool.
that is cool.
That
This
was
is this
actually
is the
art that
Tully
made me wanna-
funeral,
Yeah.
which is such a weird like of all, and you don't want to like spoil anything or whatever, but like of all the
Yeah,
iconic,
spoil? What do you fucking mean spoil? These books have been out forever. We're never getting a continuation.
I'm not saying me, I'm saying on your book cover. Like you don't want to spoil
Yeah,
anything
but
on
like
your
if
book
they don't know
cover.
the context, it doesn't really matter.
Correct, but I'm thinking of all of the iconic shit that happens in Storm of Swords.
Yeah.
Like the fact that the Tully funeral is the cover is very strange. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's a very like emotionally vulnerable time for all of those characters. And so I think that it does make sense because it's the overarching larger theme of what A Song of Ice and Fire is about, and that's family and legacy.
And death.
Yeah, and death.
And you know, the fact that there's no hope in the world, but despite there's no hope, you fucking keep fighting.
Yeah.
Raging against the darkness. never
Edmure
giving
was
up.
crying so much that he couldn't actually shoot it because he was so sad.
That was one of the things they did so fucked up in the
Yeah,
in
he's
the
a
show.
cocky motherfucker, and he's just like, I'll get it. He was crying in the book. That's why he couldn't hit the shot.
Yeah, Edmure was like so broken up because his
Yeah.
father had died that he couldn't shoot. Not because he's just a doofus, and they just let him remain a doofus in the entire show, even up to the end.
And then
when
at
he
the
gets
very
knocked down by
end, what?
Sansa.
Yeah, and he stands up and he's like, "I'll do it. I'll become king." Shut up. Good actor though.
Random commentator dude for 5. Ryan during the day, interrupted by Jay. Ryan at night, interrupted by Vera.
That's the way it goes.
Story of my life. Joshua Anderson. To your point about Darth Bane, Disney's obliterated everything they've touched. They can't even make a Daredevil show that's as good as Netflix.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't want to
Disney
watch Daredevil
sucks.
this Tuesday. I'm fucking so over it.
Yeah.
NTR Uncle. $5. Sad news. My brother got his test results. He tested positive for loving Disney Star Wars in 2026. I'm
Fatal.
devastated. I knew he was slow, but gay?
Yeah. My condolences.
That's sad.
It is.
Be locking your door for $1.99. How much for a brief fast food rant, Sir Ryan? I mean, I can't just fucking come up with a rant without being like poked or prodded into something. Like,
We need context
What-
for like the
what-
parameters for the rant.
you just want me to talk about how I'll drive an extra 10 minutes out of my fucking way so I don't have to go to the black McDonald's, so I can go to one that's, you know, that at least retarded white people work there. So there's a better chance that it doesn't get fucked up than the retarded black people. Everybody, look, every single person who lives in an area where you have multiple McDonald's close to you, you know that there's a good one and there's a bad one. And 90% of the time, the good one is further away than the bad one. And sometimes you think about driving that extra time just to avoid the bad one. But you're like, it's really fucking convenient. It's right at my home. I'll just fucking stop here and get it. And then sure as shit, they fuck your order up and you have no one but yourself to blame. I don't really know what you want me to talk about when it comes to fast food, though. Like,
I think that was probably enough for the 199.
I don't know. Justin Martins, I actually enjoyed the original 93 Super Mario Bros. Movie myself. Were you the one that said that earlier today too? That shit gave me nightmares. Like, not really, but it was like nightmare fuel.
It was, yeah.
I don't know. Bro, I wanted to talk about something you talked about on your channel the other day.
Wow. I don't know the context for this.
Yeah. It was just a weird noise you made.
Yeah.
The context is what I put in the title, by the way.
Yeah.
The Mass Effect game, or the Mass Effect TV show. So, look, I am not the biggest Mass Effect fan. I don't dislike the games or anything like that. I was never like kind of enraptured by them or like really got into them. I thought they were fine. But are you a big Mass Effect person?
I wouldn't say I'm a massive Mass Effect fan. I'm a fan of Mass Effect though, and I do care about this adaptation. And I know that I knew that it was going to be trash immediately because it's Amazon, and Amazon just kind of fucking sucks. I don't want them to butcher Mass Effect though.
Right. And when you heard that there was going to be a TV show, were you immediately concerned?
Yeah, I just basically said it's over, bros. There's no shot that they can do this justice.
Well, and now we have these headlines that came out a couple days ago. Mass Effect TV show ordered to rewrite scripts and make them more appealing to non-gamers.
The only reason why we're getting this adaptation is because of gamers. Without people showing up and supporting, there would be no Mass Effect TV show. So you'd think that that would equal, let's make this for gamers. I think that over 25 million copies of Mass Effect have been sold to this day. So we're talking a pretty hefty chunk of change. That's a lot of people. So why is it that you feel like, oh, hey, let's normiify this. Let's modernize this? Because Mass Effect already has what we would just call like naturally done diversity. There's all these aliens, there's these different characters, there's women in positions of power, there's men in positions of power, there's all of these hardcore themes that you're going to find in science fiction. So it already is going to, we'll just say for argument's sake, like push the narrative, right, that they would want. So trying to appeal to the non-gamers means that they have to normify it more and alter it more to put it on screen, and that means it's just going to be straight up butchered.
Yeah, it's the same thing we talk about all the time. Like, the reason you're making a Harry Potter show,
These
the reason
cultural Marxist fucks need to be fired. I just don't care.
The reason you're making a Tomb Raider show, the reason you're making any of these things is because it has a pre-existing fan base.
Yeah.
And the people you need to get first are that pre-existing fan base. Now, look, I do think, take Project Hail Mary, for instance. I absolutely think that the movie was meant to capture not only the people who read the book, but also people who had never read the book before, right? And you had to find a way to make that work. You have to decide what to keep and what to cut. You have to decide how to adapt it to make sure that this $200 million movie you're making isn't just solely made for the people that read the book. At this same time, it's very important that you make sure that those people are very happy as well.
Right, and Project Hail Mary was Amazon MGM, so
right,
yeah. But besides, like, I don't know, Fallout and Project Hail Mary, and maybe like one or two other things, I generally think everything we've heard so far with these live action adaptations from Amazon sound piss poor. You've got God of War. Who's excited for that? You've got Tomb Raider. Okay, who's excited for that? So we've got, I don't know, we've got Rings of Power. We've got Wheel of Time. It's just butchery all around.
I think that when it comes to Amazon, it's very much dependent on who is the showrunner for these things.
Right, who's in charge. Because like Tomb Raider's Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Well, she's a feminist. So of course she's hiring people who wrote The Marvels. So you instantly know that it's going to be bad. And we don't know who is going to be attached to this Mass Effect TV show because all they've really done is present story ideas and sort of script ideas in the writing, and we don't have any like castings or details and information. So I suppose this could come out in a couple of years and could be decent, but when this is what you are leading with and this is the like first bit of true information we're getting, that it needs to appeal more to non-gamers, that is a major red flag.
Yeah, because like when it comes to Amazon, like Terminal List, and hopefully we'll get that season 2 very soon because it's been like 4 fucking years since season 1. But Terminal List, Dark Wolf, the prequel series was good as well. I think even though those are very much adaptations of Jack Carr's books, I thought Terminal List was fucking awesome. I really liked Reacher. I think season 2 is weaker than season 1 or 3, but I really liked the Reacher show.
Right.
And so I think for Amazon, more than seemingly a lot of these other ones, it does seem so highly dependent on who they hired to run the show. And it doesn't seem like there's necessarily massive fucking control from the big level. I think they just hired a bunch of people, and the people that are dog shit at their jobs produce dog shit. And the people that are pretty good and respect what they're adapting, they turn out good shit. So I don't know what to make of it.
I already had a lot of worries with this because choice is such a big part of Mass Effect, and this is linear storytelling, and so there's not going to be choice anymore. So that was already a problem. But yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of great themes. Again, for anybody who hasn't played Mass Effect, we're talking about like survival, unity, choice. You've got these different species. You've got all this like massive sprawling expanse of locations and storytelling. It's got so much potential, but first of all, this would need a massive budget, and it would need amazing actors for justice to be done. And, you know, like Ryan just said, it's very heavily dependent on who is actually being handed this, who is being given this opportunity. Because if you put someone like a Phoebe Waller-Bridge on, it's just over.
Do you think, and they had a little bit in the article about who they think some of these casting calls are for, do you think it's going to be male shepherd or female shepherd? Isn't that going to tell us a lot about the fucking show? Like
it really is. I think if they want it to be successful, it's going to have to be a male. But if it's femshep, it's just sort of over. And I personally, I don't hate the concept or the idea of femshep. It's just that for me, shep is a man, and if they put a female in this role to play this character, I think that speaks volumes as to their mindset going into it.
It's very much like Revan in terms of, is it cool to play the game however you want?
Canonically, Revan is a male, though. And
and
I think it's fine to offer that option when you're playing the game, because being a male or female doesn't, you know, massively change the story outcome at all, but there is a clear, concise answer as to what gender Revan actually is.
Correct.
They could fucking make, I don't know, put female and male and make them fucking twins or something in this show. I don't know. They could go fucking kooky. Having the male be the idiot twin, have the female be the smart, witty twin. I hate myself, I know. I'm sorry. They could though. I mean, it's on the table.
I hadn't even thought of that shit.
I'm sorry. Hey, Amazon, if you want to send me those DEI bucks, let me know. I'll take a few. But yeah, I mean, I think for this to be successful, it clearly needs to be male shep.
They could do that. My God.
Yeah, they could. Then it'd be male and female leading the show.
My God. Please don't let that.
Thanks, Vera. Chat saying, no problem, guys. I aim to please.
You just gave him the best idea.
Yep, I did.
Anti-Zero Space for $20. No. This is one of my favorite games, and I bought them when they each launched. I had the Legendary Edition. BioWare doesn't exist anymore, especially after Dragon Age: The Failguard. Looking forward to Exodus, old BioWare.
Well, that's also another problem, and I did talk about this in my video, that the studio is is now cultural Marxists. The old guard is gone from BioWare. And so the people that are in control of BioWare right now don't give a fuck. And they're making things like Dragon Age the Veilguard. And so if they don't care about these properties and these series and these characters, why would you expect Hollywood to? So if the studio themselves, if it maybe there's a few people from BioWare that might help and might be consultants on this, you know, the types of narratives that they are going to push, and they're probably going to sit back and say, oh, well, in the Mass Effect game, the next one, we're doing this and we're doing that, and so you should play into these elements and those elements, and so it could be very bad. BioWare's such a sad situation, though, because I used to love BioWare.
They just come out with good shit.
Yeah, they did, and now
But
they
nobody
don't.
that did that is there anymore.
Goodbye, KOTOR, Jade Empire. Goodbye, my loves. Mass
And then
Effect's
anti-zero
over.
space for 5. I bet they'll cast female shepherd in a girl relationship. It should be male shepherd with Tali.
It should be, yeah. That right there would be a good sign. But do we think that they're going to do that? Probably not.
Probably not. Somebody said, hold on. Kazakh Bidoj. I came here for my Artemis 2 news, Ryan. Where's my update on the slingshot situation?
Their toilet's broken for a second time. Hope that helps. That's the last update I saw. Their
I know they
toilet's
actually,
malfunctioning again. They're wearing diapers. They've taken a lot of cool pictures, though.
I know they went
Counts.
around the moon today. I don't know where they're at.
Yes, they have. They've officially gone farther than any human ever has. So.
Yeah. Congratulations. I don't really care. Like,
I haven't seen any other updates except for the toilet. So that's the 411 news that I have.
they're on the way back. I believe that's the update.
Yeah.
They're on the way back, and I hope they stay safe. Congratulations to everyone involved. Maybe next time we'll do something cooler. It's worth spending $4 billion on. I don't know. But I'm not a huge fan of the Artemis. I just don't get the hype. I guess that's what it is for me.
It's revolutionary, groundbreaking science faring or space faring. It's like a very important scientific. It's fine, Ryan.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Do what we did
but
70 years ago or 60 years ago?
They went further, but it's okay.
Oh, okay. If
okay.
what does that fucking mean? If I've never left the country
I'd rather my
before-
money go to that than a fucking war.
Guess what, Vera? It's going to both.
I know.
That's the same
I
shit
know.
somebody else said to me. Somebody else was like, "Oh no, it was on FNT," and Gary's like,
Not because of my fucking choice.
Gary's like, "I'd rather my money go to this than transgender underwater basket weaving." It's not an either or proposition.
I know,
It's going to
unfortunately.
all of those things.
I know, but I'm just saying for my personal choice, what my choice would be, it would be this.
Yeah, it's like, because we were like, I like that we're getting back to the exploratory nature and exploring space again. It's like, bitch, we've been there. We're just taking pictures with a higher resolution camera now. Like,
Yeah.
I congratulations to everybody involved with it. It's fucking awesome. It's cool. I mean, if I was an astronaut, I'd be excited as fuck. As somebody who's not an astronaut and is just chilling here, man, would have been nice to do something cooler than, hey, look, I've only ever been 30 miles away from home. Like, I'm going to take one step further than that and then turn around and go home. What a fucking journey. Oh my gosh. Like that's like if fucking Sam in Lord of the Rings, like, stays there, I've never been further than this. Is the furthest I've ever been from the fucking Shire before. And he takes one step forward and he's like, oh my gosh, Mr. Frodo, this is so revolutionary. And he turns his big hairy feet around and walks home. Like, that would be a shitty story, wouldn't it? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know? So, I don't know.
I'm picking up what
Anti-zero
you're
space.
putting down.
What?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And I think I think my opinion's very unpopular because it seems like everybody gives a lot of a fuck about this thing.
Yeah, you're in the minority, but that's all right, Ryan.
I'm used to it, okay? I'm used to being in the minority. It's a struggle for me. You see this fucking thumbnail? They clipped me out. I went on a rant on Daily.
I didn't.
Hold on.
Ay.
See, look at this fucking picture of me, dude. Stupid thumbnail. Look at this.
That's great.
And there's Jay as the moon.
That's pretty good. That honestly might be one of the best thumbnails I've ever seen.
So stupid. How could you dumb down the Reapers much less? Can you imagine the casting for Saren?
Yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's going to be very expensive, though. That's for sure.
We'll see. I don't even know if it's got an official go-ahead, does it?
It doesn't technically. It hasn't been officially greenlit, but they did hire writers to come up with scripts and concepts and all of that. If this is accepted, once they change it and they've, made it appeal more to non-gamers, that's when they would decide. But I mean, I think it's likely to happen at this point.
Yeah. And some people are like, don't you understand? This is an important stepping stone on our way to eventually go to Mars. It's like, okay. You know what?
Oh, gosh.
I don't feel the need to tune into NBA shoot-arounds and practices that happened fucking 5 hours before the game.
Ryan. You just don't, you don't understand why this is all important, but yeah, it's okay.
Tell me.
It's fine.
Yeah, it seems like you have a lot to say.
Well, it's the way the cookie crumbles. You want to be here for 3 or 4 hours? Probably fucking not.
No. I think space is fucking cool.
Yeah, space is cool. I mean,
let's do something else.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, if you're going to do something, I get it. You're like, let's finally build the base. Let's do this. Let's do something that's long lasting.
Yeah,
not going around the moon. I do understand the logic.
I'm going to be real. Even if they landed on the moon, despite the fact that we've done that already, allegedly, despite the fact that we've done that already, I would be excited about that. I do think that would be like something that would be impressive and I'd be interested in it. This, nah. Captain JP, Mass Effect has plenty of backstory lore that could be done with the series, like the First Contact War. They don't need Shepard to be a part of it.
They don't, but I don't see a way that they don't try to tell the story of the game. Like I don't see them telling something in a prequel form or a sequel form or something like that.
I think if they did a Mass Effect story that was not like an adaptation of the story we know, I don't think it would do very well.
Yeah, I agree.
Insanity Pepper for 5. The Reapers will be coming back to make the galaxy great again by deporting the Krogan. They'll also be orange. Trump allegory.
Yep.
I guess time will tell. Well, Vera, speaking of time, we're out of it. That is 2 hours for us for this episode of the Fuck My Life podcast. What do you got going on? Tell the good people where they can find you, Vera, since apparently some people have not subbed to your channel or given you a chance yet.
I know, 33 episodes in. I don't think you're going to subscribe if you haven't already, but you can find me on YouTube and X, Dark Titan Media. I stream video games Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, 7 p.m. Eastern. I do Fuck My Life on Mondays. It's a rotating show, so next week it'll be on my channel. Wednesdays is the Vera and
Oh, sorry, you got muted when you were talking about your Wednesday show. That's weird. Go ahead, plug your Wednesday show.
I'll wait.
No, I muted you.
Wednesday's live stream. How about that? That works too. 9 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, 2 to 3 videos a day.
Yes, the Vera and Virtue show on Wednesdays, my arch nemesis, Wicked Virtue. My arch nemesis, Wicked Virtue. But yes, go check out Vera's channel. The link is the top thing in the description of this live stream. Anti-Zero Space for 5, Mass Effect 25 million fans to let down. Love you guys. Keep it positive, Ryan.
Yeah, it's a lot of people to not want to make your product appeal to, even though it only got popular because of them in the first place.
Yeah. And yes, Dry Llama, that was $1.99 worth of mute. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Glosser for 5. If you're in the minority, so am I. Literally doing everything but fixing our country. Couldn't give a fuck about astronauts going to the moon. I think I was also like just exhausted by it because of the fucking money we're spending on the pointless bullshit.
Yeah, if
in the
this
Middle
was
East right
happening
now.
at a different time, I think a lot of people would feel very differently about it. But right now, we sort of have, to put it simply, bigger fish to fry. We have bigger things to sort of focus on that are in the now.
Yes.
So I do understand.
That's like where it is for it was a trifecta of this fucking pointless, laughable stupidity going on in the Middle East right now, combined with the Artemis mission, combined with me doing my taxes.
I was gonna add the taxes really, really changes your mood.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Like 1,000%. Like that because it's not just when I'm doing my tax, I'm not just figuring out how much I'm going to give the government, but it's also looking at how much more money I spent on rent and utilities and gas and food and everything this year compared to last year.
Yeah.
And it was just,
And it's only going to get worse,
fucking
buddy.
mad.
Wait till you see the 2026 numbers. Whew.
Yeah. So, yeah. But anyway, that's it for us. That's it for us. Thank you guys very much for joining us. Fuck our lives and fuck yours too. Have a good night, everybody. Or don't.